Good morning, my friends. Welcome to today's readings. It is a beautiful rainy day in Tennessee, and so I'm curious, what is your favorite rainy day activity? Shuffling up my cards. Ah, what is it that is lovely about a rainy day in your life? I was thinking for myself, I used to read books a lot, and a rainy day with a book would be super comforting. And now, hi, Missy. Oh, can you believe I just said reading a book, Missy? Isn't that something? It is true. Madhura, welcome. Bina, welcome. Shahan, welcome. I have my tea ready, and my heart is so full today with just gratitude for you guys, my channel, the people that come and visit me and brighten my life. I have a smile on my face from ear to ear. So let's see. And my life is better with you guys in it, no question about it. I just want to grab the book that I have right now. A friend of mine went to the library and she had this book sitting on her shelf, and I went, "Ooh, that looks good." So I am determined that I will put this book in my hands before my eyes today and not get distracted from all of the internet stuff that pulls my attention on a rainy day. But I'm here for you guys right now. Hey, Roxy, going for a walk in the rain. Me too. Yesterday I was walking in the rain. It was such a light mist, and it just felt so good on my skin. And having lived in the desert for many years, I um, I just came to miss the rain and a deep roll of thunder, even though it can shock and surprise, has become really part of one of my treasures now that I live back in a more temperate climate. Thank you, Roxy, for your super chat. Roxy is the first member of my community, and I have such gratitude for how she's guiding us and leading the way. And so, if you do want to have a couple of extra cards drawn for you in your reading, all you do is hit the super chat. And I am happy to pull extra cards so that you get a full reading, relatively full, with such a teeny tiny bit of time. Okay, so Roxy, let's see. Let me just shuffle up my other deck there. Okay, so we're talking about storms today. You know, storms come, don't they? And one of my favorite quotes that I have heard, and I didn't make it up, is somebody else's quote, but it says that, hold on just for a second. It says that the storm is not the problem. The storm, no matter what kind of storm, that is not the problem. What the problem is your thoughts about the storm. Okay, so let's just think about that. Roxy, I want you to think about a storm in your life, which would be symbolic of some sort of problem that feels bigger than you. You know, we do. We have problems that we feel are bigger than us, but that's simply not the case because we have wonderful minds and imaginations that can get us out of any jam if we give it the chance. So, oops, let me snap my camera into place. Okay, and we're ready to rock and roll. So, Roxy, let's think about what is a current storm or problem that you're wanting to solve and see what the cards have for us today. Oh, this is just actually absolutely perfect for what I just mentioned because it is not the problem that's bothering you, Roxy, it's your thoughts about it. This card here, the Five of Wands, shows, like you can imagine, this is a mind right here or a head, and that these thoughts are running and running and running like a hamster in a wheel. And it can be very difficult to quiet that mind and say, hey, look, I'm trusting the universe here. I'm not going to be overcome by my mind. And so hold that in. Let's see what else the universe has for you today. Oh gosh, I wanted to grab my divine doors. Hold on. Divine Doors. I'm actually going to draw from 3 different decks for any of my super chat folks today. Okay, let's go. What is it? Okay, this one flipped all the way over. Oh, this one flipped. Okay. Oh, we have three of them. Okay, let's take a peek. So we know that your mind is running the show, that your mind is too busy. It's not allowing you to drop into a peaceful place where you can get more wisdom. Okay, so beautiful. Roxy, in our private session yesterday, now you guys don't get jealous because all of you can work with me privately, but Roxy has stepped in. And good morning, David. Welcome here. So, Roxy, this is a perfect card for you, the Fool. The Fool is the card of a brand new journey. So, when it comes to the rest of November and what it is you're wanting to achieve, see yourself as an eager beginner, willing to open your mind and learn. Learning how to step beyond your family of origin and some expectations that may have been put upon you, and to walk forward with a fresh start. Notice that little tiny bag that is on the stick? That's just a tiny bit of baggage from the past. So I feel like what the cards are showing is that you're really making great progress in detaching yourself from things that don't no longer matter. Oh my goodness, this is fabulous. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we also have the Knight of Rods, the Knight of Wands. So the fact that you have two knights here, very auspicious. Knights are about receiving offers, all right? And I know for you, you have been in that quandary, that problem point of, do I want love? Do I want money? Do I want my career to blossom? Do I want my relationships to flourish? How do I decide? Well, the universe is clearly showing that a fresh start is going to jumpstart what your desires are. Now, last time that we spoke, the advice was to create an intention and a sense of determination for one goal at a time in order to just quiet the thoughts in your mind that are pulling you in so many different directions. There's a part of you that is reaching for the light. The light is the sign of the divine, and it's the only hope that we have. We can't depend on our past experiences and the times that we fell. We have to depend on the light, which is what you learn when you've risen above the storm that you're currently in. So don't let this be intimidating, the idea that there's two powerful offers coming through to you. The Knight of Cups is not here, which is the card of the emotions. This is the card of your money, the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be getting an offer coming soon that's going to change your financial destiny. And the Knight of Wands is just a powerful sign of momentum in your manifesting power. All right. So choose wisely, my friend. Which of these goals that you have, which of these core desires that you're working for, what is the one that makes you feel the most passionate? Okay. This turmoil in your mind is going to need to be addressed. I sent you something this morning about meditation. I'm learning about a new method of meditation. I've meditated for years, you guys, but this particular method that I'm learning right now, it's mindfulness training. There's a man named Sam Harris, and he offers a free month of his training, and I get to invite anybody that I want to. So if you're curious, Roxy, about really managing this mind, that the mind is making a storm of its own. Okay, so do consider meditation. I think it would be an awesome fresh start for you. And any of the rest of you that are listening, if it intrigues you, just shoot me an email and I will be glad to hook you up. Okay, so let's pull one more card for you, Roxy. And all of you who are watching, I'm happy to draw from three decks for you today in my gratitude for super chat. Okay, my friends, let's see. Roxy, look at that, the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at that. See how the staircase is leading to the light? See how these thoughts are guiding to the light? It's a perfect card. So let's see what the blessing is. Heart healing. Mourning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. I feel emotion just growing in my heart for this because we do have to let go of how we have disappointed ourselves. We have to release and forgive ourselves for mistakes we made in the past. There's no other hope for you. Okay. What a gorgeous reading for you, my friend. I am thrilled. Okay. So moving on. David here with a super chat. I'm so grateful that you have taken the bait, so to speak. These three decks draw you in, don't they? They give you so much more information, and I'm here for you. Okay, so let's go next. So, David, I'll be getting to you shortly. Let me just go back and see. Watching movies. Oh, yeah, catching up on good movies. So fun to do on a rainy day. Oopsie. Oh, let me just put my love on your offering, and then I'm going to go back here and see here who. So I want to really honor the people that were here first. So Missy, you're going to be next, then Madhura, and then David. Okay. So Missy, favorite thing to do, reading a book. Excellent. And again, I'm going to be saying this a lot today, just the reminder that it's not the storm that's bothering you, it's your thoughts about the storm. Okay. All of us have storms in our life which come as worry, and worry is never a good way to use your mind. So, Missy, okay, your guides really want you to understand that you have more power in your baby finger than many when it comes to controlling your mind, to understanding who you are on the planet. You may feel insecure sometimes because the problems are a little bit overwhelming, but the fact is, you have been through so much. This lion in the background is that sign of strength, and that guides are so proud of you, Missy. Even though life has been difficult from time to time, you have stood strong and you keep moving forward. What I'm seeing in here is this red shirt, which to me always symbolizes the family of origin, the root chakra, that there are some shadows that came from your growing up years that may have caused you to feel disconnected and not in touch. But the truth is, your higher self, that part of you that knows everything will be okay, is drawing you forward during this time. I recommend for you that you find a YouTube video that would be a meditation on your root chakra. I think that it just listening to that will remind you, hey, I've gotten through a lot worse than this, and this too shall pass. Okay, Missy, enjoy reading your book on your rainy day and celebrate what you have already overcome. It's a great tip for moving forward. Okay, Madhura having tea. So let me sip a sip of my. I forgot to bring. I forgot to burn my Palo Santo today. Oh, for Pete's sake! I was so eager to get into the readings that I forgot. But it's never too late in spirit. Thank you guys for joining to me. For those that are new here, I'm Catherine. It's Fish Out of Water Tarot, where I get things a little out of order from time to time, but I'm lifting up our concerns for the storms in our life and our desire for the wisdom to know how to go forward in peace and grace. So thank you for your patience. Had a little sip of tea. I'm happy to pull a card for you today. All you do is tell me your favorite rainy day activity. And if you'd like to have me draw from a couple of other decks for you, it's just a super chat. So, Madhura, let's see. When it comes to the storms of your life, what are your angels and your guides reaching out to speak to you? Madhura, it's a power of choice. And so the reminder is that even though the problems in life can just get on your heart and you can play ping pong. You can just like be in a pinball machine where you're just flailing away at the different options, going round and round and causing yourself some sleepless nights. Madhura, there is a way out and a way through. Your heart knows which way to pick. Don't let indecisiveness lock you into a jail in your mind. Yes, you have options. Yes, you may feel overwhelmed, but I would just write your options down on a piece of paper. Whatever problem, whatever the storm is right now, write your options down on a piece of paper and go through them with your eyes. Allow yourself to eliminate choices that really don't matter. See if you can get your choices down to only two or three and then go from there. You don't have to worry because the spiritual reality, spirit itself, is flowing right through all of your options, and you will know that you've made the right choice. The important thing is not to allow yourself to get worried about results. You've got to trust the divine with your results. So, Madhura, in the description box, there is something called the Worry Cure, and it's a place you can go to detach yourself from some worry. So make sure that you take advantage of that. Okay. So welcome everyone. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot. We are all about bringing ourselves to a sense of connection and to a sense of love that we may not realize that's right there, right for us, and we just can't get to it. So, David, I'm so grateful. I'm excited to read the cards for you today. So, hold it. A lot of times people think they need to tell me about the storm that's going on, and you really don't, because your guides know what it is that you need to hear today. So, David, let's take a peek. And we have this Eight of Pentacles. Very interesting. Okay, let me go to my little tarot here, my tiny tarot, and let's draw. So, David, it looks right away for me at the surface that you've been working at something, that you've been desiring for something to develop. You may be kind of a multitasker that when you look at your desk, there's so many different interests that you have, different passions. What is this message for our friend David today? Okay. What is the message? What do your guides have? Okay, there's the first card. What are the cards for Mr. David today? David, I'm so glad you're back. I know you visited here before, and I appreciate that. There's our second card. I feel like there's one more card here for you, David. Just, okay, I thought so. All right. First of all, David, I'm wanting to show this again. I feel like that you have some doubts that you're sensing that you don't fit, or you may feel like you're being abandoned or rejected by someone. I'm just sensing that. And so this is such a theme for me. And you can do this for yourself. You can look yourself right in the mirror and you can say, life is better with me in it. Life is better with me in it, because there are humans who believe this of you. And sometimes we need to affirm our own value because we may not be getting it from the people that we hoped would. Okay. So, David, first card, excuse me, excuse me. So, whenever my throat gets a little scratchy energy, that's always my sign that somebody is having a hard time speaking their truth. So, let me just sip my tea. Okay, so the high priestess, look at how serious she looks, doesn't she? The high priestess doesn't speak. She listens and she gives nudges like a cringe, goosebumps, a yawn. Your body wants to give you what your intuition is trying to teach you. And remember that it's not in the typical language, it's not in speech. The blue cloak also represents for me that throat chakra. And so I feel like there is something going on about somebody not being able to speak their truth freely. And oh, the Ace of Swords, beautiful. Okay, Ace of Swords is a sign of I'm ready for a fresh start. And I love this for today's message because I said in the beginning, you may have heard me, where it's not this issue or this problem that's bothering you, David. It's your thoughts about the problem, it's how you're processing it. If we rerun in our mind, our past experiences, like on a hamster wheel, and we're trying to teach ourselves the lessons, or we're trying to use our past mistakes to teach us, it doesn't work out so good because the fact is that the way we've done things has gotten ourselves into a mess. But look at the light coming through the clouds. Isn't that gorgeous? It's one of my favorite phenomena of nature when sun shows itself through beams that come through storm clouds. So the universe is reaching out to you today with this reading for you to start leaning on the divine in a deeper way than you ever have before, to abandon your human way of thinking and really going to your guides and say, look, I need guidance and I need it right now. I'm also aware of this brightness that's coming out of your efforts right now. And I feel like you yourself, David, you have a radiance. There's something about you that other people admire. This is a sign that people look to you for guidance. And that may be part of this issue that you feel that you're ill equipped to do that. Well, no one speaks their highest truth out of their human nature. When your highest truth comes out, it has a divine component. So you are being called to investigate this idea of having a brand new way of thinking and speaking your truth. All right. And let's see our third card. And we have the Nine of Wands. So this Nine of Wands shows a valiant warrior. This is somebody who's been bravely dealing with their situation, and it's exhausting and it's wounded this figure a little bit. Where is the wound? It's in the head, right? It's the mind. And yet, this trooper will not give up. Bravely standing for what they believe in, they are marching forward no matter what. The thing to remember here is that this is showing a cycle is getting ready to close. When we get to the 10 of rods, it's a sign that you've completed something, graduated from that pressure. So I think that this reading today is giving you that sense that you're in process for sure. You desire to have a better answer. Have you ever tried meditation, David? Or this gazing into a flame is a great way to practice distracting your mind. A tiny exercise where you hold the candle in front of your face, don't burn yourself, and then you just stare into the flame and then close your eyes and see if you can recollect what that flame looked like. A tiny distraction like that will begin to teach you the power of your attention. What you focus on expands. What you think about, you bring about. If you're not pleased with a situation, you just need to pick a new way of looking at it. For example, let's just say that this is about a person and a person's behavior. You say, even though I don't understand my person's behavior, the fact is I'm not seeing everything and I need divine perspective. Angels and guides, please help me, right? Perhaps it's a money issue. Even though I don't know how to solve this money issue, I do believe I have divine guidance to help me, and I'm going to start today to trust in a deeper way. Taking your problem, your storm, whatever it is, know that your intuition is striving to reach you, and that quieting your thinking and getting more order about how you're thinking about your issue is going to bring you the answers that you're wanting. Okay, David? Again, I do suggest if you've never really understood meditation, shoot me an email and I will give you a free month in the Waking Up app. It's fantastic. And I don't get any reward for doing that. There's no affiliate or anything like that. It's just that it's changing me because I'm realizing I cannot stop the storms. There's nothing I can do in my humanity to stop my problems from being here. What I can do is change how I'm thinking about it. All right. So let's draw one of the divine doors for you and see what your blessing is. For those of you who are enjoying the readings, please do hit the thumbs up. I invite you to come and join my community where you can work with me privately. Also, I do rituals for the new moon and the full moon, and I have a Q&A coming up this Friday, plus a manifesting workshop. All of that are my gifts to you for membership as a cocoon dweller, which is only $9.99 a month. It's a bargain. Okay, so let's see here. A gorgeous door. So this door, David, for me, this door strikes me as being very orderly, black and white. And I look at the similarity here with my high priestess. She has a pillar of light and a pillar of dark, but it's orderly. And I'm just seeing that repeated here, the motif. But this doorway is surrounded by white, and I'm allowing it to be surrounded by light. As I hold up this card, look at how the beams coming down from the cloud. This to me is again, it's the motif of understanding that you are walking into a place in your lifetime where you're going to see things like you never have before. And your blessing, inner power, by your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. My friend David, be blessed with this reading. Try that candle meditation and do consider doing more meditating so that you really can control your thinking. Thank you, David. What a beautiful reading. Thank you, universe. 3 cheers for the universe. Okay. Speaking of cheers, please do send up love for my manifesting beautifully a magnificent success, my manifesting partner, Bina, who has been working, volunteering to be my moderator for months now, and how I could not do it without her help. So thank you so much, my dear friend. Okay, so now next, Shahan. Shahan having tea, and I agree with you. I love my tea on a rainy day. So let's see, what is it that the universe has for you today? Hold your current storm in your mind. If you guys love these readings, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying yourself so that they support me. And I appreciate that. So let's take a look. Oh, Jahan, what is going on? So it does look like something has been pulling your attention. There's something in your mind that has been troubling you. See how we have this very attractive figure, and we are all, as humans, we are all tempted, aren't we? We are tempted by our tastes, by the things we like to eat, by the things we like to drink, by the things we like to talk about. And all of those things can pull us away from peace. Today I went through my YouTube um, settings and I just ridded myself of probably 8 to 10 YouTube channels that simply did not feed my spirit. Nothing wrong. They're good for someone, just not good for me. And I just went through and did some housekeeping. I also turned off the notifications on YouTube, which as a channel, they don't want you to do that. You know, they want me to be playing that YouTube game constantly. But quite frankly, I needed a break. I don't want my phone pinging to me all day long. So, what is it, Shahan, that's pulling you away from your peace of mind? This little figure in the bottom is a puppet. And are we controlled by our, our weak side? Are we sometimes controlled by self sabotage? And I would say yes. And what you're wanting to do, Shahan, is to release yourself from these temptations that are going on around you. So remember that whatever the problem area is, that is not your problem. Your problem is what you're thinking about it. So if you feel helpless, like, well, I can't stop thinking about this person. Stop yourself when you hear yourself saying that and say, yes, I can. You can argue with yourself. You can say, oh, I really want to go to that place. I really do, or I want to spend my money on that thing. I want that thing. And then say, no, you don't. You don't really want it. Let's look deeper. So watch the things that are pulling your attention, Shahan, today. And just think, is this really best for you? Is it in your highest good? And if it's not, be willing to let it go. All right? Thank you for being here. That's a good message for all of us, isn't it, you guys? So let's see who is next. Rainy day activities. Hi, David. You are so welcome here. Hi, Serenity. Welcome. Favorite rainy day activity, just listening to music. And Varsha, drinking tea. We have a lot of tea lovers here too today. How cool. Let me take a sip of mine. Okay, Serenity. Serenity is one of the members of my beloved Love Club. So thank you, Serenity. I'm so grateful for your time that you spend and for your support so that I can keep putting out my videos. I appreciate you, my friend. So Serenity, listening to music on a rainy day. Okay, so Serenity, whatever it is that's troubling you, that your current storm or what the storm of thinking in your mind, the universe, your guides want you to know that a seed is being planted. Okay, Serenity, even though there's something going on right now that's draining and it's pulling your energy away, you may be deeply disappointed about something. Someone may have said something to you that hurt your feelings, or you could maybe at your work, you're feeling like you're not appreciated, that people are not there for you. All of this can just really be difficult to believe in yourself. But your guides feel it's so important for you to know that there's a seed of self confidence that's being planted in your being right now. See how these dirty hands, these are a gardener's hands, thinking of God as the grand gardener, and that the seed has already been nourished and it's already taken root. And these hands are so lovingly protecting the seed. So, in this current problem, it's important that here I have an affirmation that I love, and I have it right here. Louise Hay is a teacher. She lived a long time ago, and she's been gone for many years at this point. But through the magic of YouTube, she's right here for us. So let me read this to you. This is especially for you, Serenity. When you are experiencing feelings of that you're never going to find what you're looking for, or that your problem feels too big for you, those are false thoughts. Here is some thinking you can incorporate. All is well. Everything is working for my highest good. Out of this current experience, only good will come, and I am safe. Okay, let me read that one more time. All is well. Everything is working for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. This Louise Hay was being interviewed, and somebody said to her, Louise, what if all is not well? And what if I'm really struggling? And Louise says, say it anyway. And the more you say this type of thought, the universe has a chance to bring an opportunity that you did not see coming. Okay? Bless you, Serenity, and thank you for being on my path. I appreciate you. Varsha, drinking tea. You're welcome, Roxy. You're welcome, Missy. Rhoda, I'm so glad you're here today. Biggest hug for you, Rhoda. Okay, so we have Varsha and then Rhoda. Okay. Varsha, a fellow tea fan like me. If you're new here today, welcome. This is Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot. We're all about helping people feel more connected to the divine, and I'm happy you're here. Okay, so Varsha, it does seem like you're in a time where you've been looking back, that you're reminiscing, that you're thinking about past relationships and past love. I'm feeling the word karma in my mind, and I don't know what that means to you personally, but to me, what it means is that nothing is wasted in our past. Nothing. And even though you can feel separated from the joy that you once knew when you were a child, or you may be sensing, oh, it's too late. There's something that's too late. No, no, no. Don't let yourself think that, Varsha. You are in exactly the right place right now. It's when we look back and we have love in our hearts that the universe is saying, take what you loved in the past, use it as a springboard for what you want to create in your future. But we don't want to dwell in the past and put too much energy back there. So, what the universe is saying, your urgent message today is be mindful of how you're using your past memories. Appreciate that the work that was done in your past to grow you into who you are today is a beautiful thing. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, including the you that you used to be. Allow yourself to appreciate exactly where you are right now. I would suggest that you get look on YouTube for a meditation on the root chakra. I think strengthening your root chakra would be beneficial. Also, be sure to take a look at Abraham Hicks and the work that they have that's translated to Hindi. Magnificent Success Bina has created an archive actually. It's in the WhatsApp group, and she would be happy to help you get connected because listening to Abraham Hicks in your native language will really help you straighten out any thinking that's holding you back. Okay. Even though the storm that you're in right now feels strong, your mind and your spirit and your divine connection are stronger. Okay, Varsha? Okay, Rhoda. So once again, if you guys would like to have more cards dealt into your reading, all you do is hit the super chat, and that's the way I have 3 decks that I'm working out of today, and I would love to help you with that. But we do get a lot out of one card, don't we, you guys? Preeti, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in such a long time, Preeti. Biggest hug to you. Tell us what you like to do on a rainy day, and I'd be happy to pull a card for you. Okay, Rhoda, let's see. What is it the universe has for you? What kind of storm is going on? I know today it's a rainy day in Tennessee, and that's why I chose this theme because sometimes we can forget that the sun is actually still in the sky. Think about that for a second, Rhoda, okay? A cloudy day, some people, I know this sounds silly, but some people could be worried that the sun is never going to show up again. And it's interesting to think that the sun is still shining above the clouds. One of my favorite things to do when you fly somewhere is when you burst through the clouds and the sun is out. And below you is this carpet of gray, but above you is a bright blue sky. So, Rhoda, I hope that first, a little message about the weather, is a blessing to you. Let's see what we have. The King of Pentacles. All right, so, Rhoda, what I am feeling so sincerely right now is that this is an image of our Creator, of the divine creator. Many times, some religions, they don't want us to think of God as a person. And then other religions teach that God is like some kind of superhuman. But I believe that the energy of what we know to be the divine is beyond anything we can define. in the Taoist tradition, Tao, what they say is the minute you think that you define God, it disappears. It's wrong. We can't define the highest source of all. You can't even look at the sun, right, without blinding yourself because it's too much. So when this card comes up for me, what I see for you is that you are so supported, Rhoda. There's a power and a force that is bigger than you understand. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but it's just a reminder that no matter what is happening, the truth is you are divinely guided. And in the times when you feel lost or you feel like, where is my divine help? The divine would say to you, ask for it. Ask for it. Ask for signs from the divine that you're on the right track. Acknowledge that there is a loving presence on the inside of you that is always guiding you. This is that I often bring out my little figurine here because it helps me remember that 95 or more, 95% of Catherine is non physical, connected to the divine, cannot be unconnected from the divine. This little part, and we use it for you, Rhoda, this is like, this is your divine self, huge and capable. And then your personality, the human part of your nature is represented by this child. And that when we get afraid and we run off and do our own thing and forget that we have this divine source right inside of us, ready to be at our service, that's when we start to sink. When a storm is raging around you, it has never been more important than remind yourself, I have a spiritual being within me, and that being will love and protect me no matter what. Okay, I'm so glad you're here today. I really feel that the divine is reaching out to you in ways that only you will understand, and that you are getting signs. Watch for them. Watch for feathers. Watch for butterflies showing up out of the blue. Watch for signs that the divine has their eye on you, Rhoda, because that's the truth. Okay, my friend? Very glad you're here today, Rhoda. Super grateful for you. Please come back and let me know how you're doing, okay? David, well, you're amazing too, and don't you forget. Stefan, my favorite rainy day activity is watching YouTube. Well, I am glad. I'm glad you're here today watching me. I am blessed by your presence. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. Cuddling, physical touch, truly a love language. Man, if you get to cuddle on a rainy day, even though I'm a content single person, the reality is that when you have someone to cuddle with, that's an incredible blessing, even if they annoy you from time to time. Although I do have Murphy, who is not behind me today. He's out in the other room, but he's my cuddle buddy, my puppy. Okay, so Stefan, favorite thing to do is watching YouTube. So, Stefan, hold on to whatever it is that might be concerning or worrying to you. By the way, welcome to all of those who are breezing through YouTube and you happen to connect to my reading today. I'm Catherine, and at Fish Out of Water Tarot, we're all about helping people feel more connected, not only to other people, but primarily to their own heart and to the heart of the divine that loves you so much. So, welcome aboard. Okay, Stefan, rainy day activity, watching YouTube. I do enjoy my YouTube, especially when I'm watching animal clips or things that make me laugh. Really lifts my spirit on a rainy day. Okay, so Stefan, Ace of Wands. So as we look at your situation, it seems to me that a part of you is just kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. That you have had kind of there's been something going on, excuse me, that is draining you, that you may feel tired a lot. You may wake up in the morning and you're just tired. And I'm sensing that there's something on your mind that's really pulling you down. Look at the tear that's flowing down these closed eyes. Again, I'm getting kind of a sense that you may be restricted in how to speak, like you feel like you can't speak up for yourself, that there's something that's closing off your throat, that you have things to say and you don't know how to express them. And the divine wants you to know that right now, see this beautiful purple color? Right now, there's a part of your brain, a part of your mind that is open to something brand new. A lot of times when we get tossed into a mess or something happens in our life that is like a storm, it just overcomes you. A lot of old stuff will wash away. Think of a creek or a river after a storm, and it's got logs and tires and trash and branches, and it can actually block the flow, right? Because storms have a way of cleaning things out. It's kind of messy, but it works. So the divine wants you to know that there's something brand new here, Stefan. There's something, an idea or a person that is here right now, something that will surprise you. And you may think, oh, I couldn't do that, or why would they ask me? Well, why not? You have some gifts and talents that you haven't opened up yet. You have some things that you like to do that you forgot. There may be some things, Stefan, that you did when you were 6, 7, 8 years old, and that when you were doing it, you just got lost in it. You loved it. And some of those old desires may be fighting through the clutter to get released. All right. So watch for what's coming that's brand new. Watch for what ideas pop into your mind that you did not expect, and be ready to act on that new idea, because you are passing from one stage to the next here. And it's important that you watch, listen, and act. All right, Stefan? Don't be concerned about your fears from the past. Stefan, if you do have a worry problem, and some of the people that come into my life have worry problems, there's something for you in the description box, something called the Worry Cure. So be sure to take it, because as you tap on that link and follow the directions on the Worry Cure, you'll empower yourself for that new thing that's coming. Okay, I'm excited for you, Stefan. I cannot wait to hear what happens next. Okay, moving forward, we have Kelly. Hey, Kelly, welcome back. So glad you're here today. My favorite activity on a rainy day is cuddling. It's true, Netflix and chill, right? Um, oh, David used to meditate a long time ago and close to your guides. So, David, definitely email me. Let's get you that meditation app. It is so, so fun. For those of you who wonder what I'm talking about, there's a man named Sam Harris, and he created an app called Waking Up. And I love it. It's changing my mindset. It's allowing me to control my thinking in a new way. And if you email me, I can give you a link. It's free of charge to join for a month, and it's well worth it. So, David, I would strongly recommend. Okay. So, Kelly, let's see. What is it that the universe has for you today? What are your guards? Ooh, interesting slip of the tongue. I never take that for granted. So there's something coming forward in this card for you, Kelly, that has to do with being guarded. Okay. I know that you're embracing the changes in your life. You have that energy, but I sense that you're holding up a guard, that it's a little difficult for you to trust. So let's see. What is it? Hold your issue or the problem on your mind, and let's see what we have. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So, as I felt about the sense of being guarded, this is the Four of Wands is an absolute celebration of the energy I feel from you. You've been here before, and I really appreciate when you're here. There's just a lovely energy that I sense when you are here. And that this celebration, when you wrote about your joy in cuddling, this is equivalent, this joyful celebration. It is a celebration of in being in a successful relationship, and in some cards and some decks is portrayed as a wedding. And so when I sense that guardedness in you, this is equated to the darkness inside that tent. I feel like you are upbeat and it's easy for you to see the light as you lift up the tambourine as there's celebration. This is like a portal, and I see light coming out of this portal. So, first thing, do you own a tambourine? Could you be playing it more often? Should you get one? Tambourines are one of the easiest musical instruments to play, and you can play it while you're watching your favorite or listening to your favorite song list, right? And using your body to celebrate. So, that's just a side note. But what I'm noticing here is that shadow, the darkness inside of that tent. How interesting that there's not a candle or a flare on the inside of the tent, is there? It's dark. However, look at the flags of celebration. So, for you, the advice today, what your angels and guides really want you to know today is that there is shadowy energy that's part of who you are. It's part of all of us. We are shadow and light, and that there is something that's been bothering you from the inside. Nobody knows because you don't talk about it, but there's just a nagging sense of incompletion or a nagging sense of why am I being held back? What am I afraid of? So here's my advice for you. It's kind of fun advice. There's a man on YouTube who has a great channel that's called The Astrology Guy. And what he does is he brilliantly describes the positives and negatives of each sign. When I first listened to the video that was called The Do's and Don'ts of Dating a Scorpio, I was hilarious because the first part, why Scorpios are awesome, I was nodding my head and cheering my hands. I was like, yes, yes, yes. This is exactly right. This is what I love about myself. But then he went into the dark side and he said, this is why you never want to make a Scorpio mad. And when I heard this sweet man telling about my weaknesses so accurately, I felt busted. But he did it in such a funny way. And he helped me understand that yes, I have darkness in my personality. I'm just human like anyone else. So I feel for you, Kelly, that that would be a great way for you to entertain yourself with a true picture of potential pitfalls, right? Potential pitfalls. What that means is that if you get stuck, when you're fatigued, when somebody hurts your feelings, when you get lost in thinking about the past, it's all okay. But what we want to do is shift or pivot ourselves back into balance. You don't have to be exuberant and cheerful all the time. In fact, that's not reasonable. But notice this middle ground, right? Here's the darkest side, here's the middle, doink, sorry, and here's our exuberance. So, how can we find a way to the middle where we maybe lay down and take a nap, read a book, or listen to music and not dance our brains off? Okay, so very cool homework for you, Kelly. Do look at your sign at astrologyguy.com. You will get an education. Okay, I love that for you today. Be sure to let me know how that works out. Okay, my friend. All right, excellent. David, I'm so glad that you were able to reach into that memory of when you used to be more attached through meditation. And let me be a cheerleader for you. I'm doing Sam's app, and I don't do it every day. I wish I did. I'm very flawed in that area. But I'm learning that it's my own mind that holds me back when I am feeling stuck. No outer circumstance. Okay, Kiki Law, I'm so sorry that you're feeling that way. And I know sometimes in a storm, it can feel like there's no hope. I get that. But so tell me, Kiki, what it is that you like to do on a rainy day, and I am more than happy to draw a card for you. Okay, my friend? For those of you guys who are new here, welcome. I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and it's where I love to help people reconnect to their divine identity. Okay, Sophia E loves to read a book, and I do too. And I'm going to actually, I have to kind of force myself to read a book. Isn't that terrible? But I just get so busy with my life and doing the things that need to be done that I forget to do such a quiet, graceful habit. is reading for myself. So I am going to be like you, Sophia E. The sun is coming out right now. We're having a break in the rain, and but more rain is expected. And isn't that the way the life goes? Where we get through one stormy moment and we may have a moment of peace, and the next thing you know, there's some other challenge that comes up. So let's forge ahead. Sophia E. and Rakesh. Hi, Rakesh. Rakesh is one of the members of my love club, and I feel so supported and cared for. Rakesh, thank you very, very much. And look at that beautiful gratitude, what she loves on a rainy day to have her tea and eat pakoda when listening to retro Hindi songs. Sounds beautiful, my friend. So, Sophia, hold your problem in your mind. What is it that you're wondering about? And let's see what the guides have for you. Your guides love you so much, Sophia. There's no accident that you came to the reading today, and they want for you to feel more comfortable. So, the Queen of Pentacles. So, my dear Sophia, the guides want you to accept your queenly nature. They want you to see that you can see yourself as a queen even in the midst of a storm, that there are parts of your life that you can truly treasure. What is it in your life right now that you can treasure? um, what did there's a video that I watch. I'll put it in the community, and it's from Jessica Heslop, and it's got 13 million views. And she simply goes through about 10 minutes of just being grateful. I'm thankful for my bed. I'm thankful for the air I breathe. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. I'm thank you for water that I drink. And she's able in this 10 minutes to remind us of all of the common things in our life right now that we truly are the queen of. I'm the queen of quenching my thirst. I'm blessed to live in a place where I have clean water as much as I want. I'm queen of that. I'm queen of my time in meditation. I'm queen over my choice to meditate. I'm queen over what I choose to eat. Notice that as she turns her face, there's a bit of a stubborn sureness here, a stubborn security. Even though there might be a storm around you, what you can do, Sophia E., is make a list of the things that are fine. I'm going to read this again. This is from Louise Hay, because sometimes when you are in a stormy place, we need to remind ourselves that everything always works out. Everything always resolves, whether we worry about it or not. So this is for you, Sophia E. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. Louise Hay wrote that many, many years ago, and she tells about how she says it over and over. The more fierce the storm, the more fierce the self doubt is, the more she will say it over and over again, because she teaches that as you say affirmations like this, it opens up the opportunity for the universe to come in with something that will help you resolve your issue. Let me read it one more time, Sophia E. All is well. Everything is working for my highest good, even if it doesn't look like it. Out of this experience, only good will come, and I am safe. Fabulous words that are no less powerful today than when she originally said them decades ago. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. It's been a while since you've been here. I'm so glad that you're here visiting today. Let's see who else. Lisa, drinking hot chocolate. Oh, I wish I had some hot chocolate right now. I would love to make myself a cup. I'll have to settle for green tea. But thank you, Lisa. Isn't it true? Hot chocolate and cookies is so comforting. Remember, anybody who would like to have me draw from, I have 3 decks I'm using today. I'm using the Tiny Tarot and the Light Seers deck and this beautiful Divine Doors. And it is just hitting the super chat opens the gateway so that I could read more cards for you. So keep that in mind. Okay, Lisa, drinking hot chocolate with cookies. Let's see. What does the divine have for you? Hold in your mind a problem that is disturbing you, something that's troubling you. And let's see, what is the universe? What do your guides have to say? Okay, Lisa, I'm really glad you're here today. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that sometimes when a storm comes and you might have to nudge yourself or remind yourself to make yourself a comforting cup of hot chocolate and relax, right? Because sometimes we can get so struck by a situation that we lose sleep. In your mind is where all of the difficulty lies. It's so difficult to believe it, but it's true that it's not the problem that's bothering you, my dear Lisa. It's how you're thinking about your problem. When your thoughts are running to the negative side, it's like being caught in a hailstorm where the little pellets of ice are just pelting you because thinking thoughts like, this is terrible. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this. This could be the end. How will I ever make it through? When you start thinking thoughts like that, it drains all your energy. It just completely depletes you and definitely keeps you awake at night. But look at this white dove. The white dove symbolizes spirit. And look at the power that's radiating from one spiritual, true thought. All is well, and I will get through this. I am safe. All is well. I will get through this. In this moment, I am safe. As we start to radiate simple spiritual truth, we begin to chase away the thoughts in our minds that are holding us back. One of my favorite sayings is, what you think about, you bring about. Okay? What you think about, you bring about. So it is so important that we have the humility and the strength to realize we could be causing our own misery by how we're thinking about the situation. In the 12 steps programs, they teach that thing about, um, may I please see the things, change the things I can change, let go of the things that I can't change, and give me the wisdom to know the difference. Isn't that true? If there's something you can do today, Lisa, that will relieve your physical situation, do it. This figure is dressed in red, which to me is always the symbol of the root chakra. This may be an issue with you that you don't feel grounded, that you don't feel like you fit. There's a lot of self blame and that sort of thing. You can do a YouTube search for root chakra meditation, and it will empower and strengthen you. Also, the worry cure. Did you get to see that, Lisa? In my description box, there's something called the worry cure, and it's fabulous. You've got to try it. What you do, you follow the directions. It gives you a way to detach yourself from things you cannot change. So I'm almost wondering, because you have a busy mind, Lisa, can you write down 9 things that are bothering you right now? Do you have 9 people in your family by chance? What's with that number 9? See if you can write a list of 9 things that are troubling you and then go to the worry cure and do the work because you can set yourself free by choosing to think something else rather than what you're thinking right now. The worry cure, it's in the description box. please give it a try. Also, I just glanced at the top of my screen and the number 1111 was there. So, Lisa and anyone else who's listening, Google the spiritual meaning of 1111, and I believe that the guides will speak to you through that. Very good reading. Thank you, Lisa, for being here. I so appreciate you. Rakesh, yes, beautiful, Rakesh. I agree that a lot of times people will find the coziest things to do on a rainy day. And isn't it neat that we do all um, allow ourselves to connect through something that other people might be grouchy about? They might think about a rainy day and think, I hate rainy days. I hate when it rains. And I'm like, well, that's not a very nice attitude. The plants are very appreciated. The ducks and the geese and the frogs and the fish, all of them deeply appreciate the rain. So don't be tight-minded, be open-minded. 1111. Absolutely, Kelly. It's a magical number, isn't it? Kelly, you have a drum. I have a drum also, and I haven't been playing my drum lately. I'm going to get it out today. I will be beating, you know what? I might take it into the fairy forest and play my drum in the fairy forest. I would love that. Thank you, Kelly. That's a great suggestion. Oh gosh, are you a Scorpio? Oh no, no, no. But Kelly, you're welcome. The astrology guy, you guys, if you weren't here earlier, I did recommend there's a YouTube channel called The Astrology Guy, and he bravely teaches about the shadow side of personality. And there's nothing I've ever listened to that has helped me more because sometimes the psychologists and stuff they can go into, it's so deep and technical, and the astrology guy is simply the like the description, the habit patterns that we that our signs are. I'm not an astrologer, but I do know from my work that the personality types of the signs are true and true. And so the astrology guy just explains it better than anyone that I've seen. Hi, Sean. Welcome. I remember that you visited us before. Tell us what you like to do on on a rainy day, and I'll read a card. And Rakesh and Magnificent and Bina, you guys chatting back and forth in Hindi just blesses my heart. And I love that. So don't worry if that happens. It just happens and it's a natural flow. Don't even worry. Okay. Rakesh, oh my gosh, that would be lovely if you were a moderator. So I will message you and I'll tell you how you can get connected. Thank you. Kelly, isn't it Louise Hay? Absolutely. And I'm going to put on my community, there's an interview that a young man did with her when she was 81, and it is so good. It just takes her whole work and puts it in a 20-minute interview. It's fantastic. And I love that about YouTube. Here's somebody that passed away many years ago now and still is teaching us. I just have goosebumps all over my chest and my shoulders just thinking about Louise and how beautifully she still touches humanity. Divya, welcome. Feeling the rain in your hands. I love that, Divya. So let's just draw a card. Let's see, for Divya, hold your current situation, something that's causing you a storm of discomfort, and we will see what your guides want you to know. Our guides and angels do not want us to be disconnected. They're there for us. Often, when we're going through a good section of our life and everything's gorgeous, we don't check in with our angels and guides. We just kind of enjoy what's going right. And then a rainy day happens, and some of us almost feel guilty. It's like, why don't I connect to my guides on the good days and the bad days, right? So, Divya, okay, so your guides are wanting you to know that they see you walking up this beautiful staircase to expansion. They see your heart and they know that you're working hard to understand yourself and to achieve great things for yourself. They realize and they would say to you, I know this isn't easy. It isn't easy to turn your face and find something to be joyful about when you're going through a hard time. But there's like a like a tattoo There's like a tattoo on your spirit that is upwardly mobile. This is like a ladder, and here we have this staircase. You cannot stop what's happening in your spiritual life right now, Divya. This is like an escalator, a people mover where you don't even have to climb, that you're actually riding on this path towards expansion. You are headed towards your highest good. So don't get distracted. Don't turn back. Don't look backwards to say, oh, I left this and oh, what will happen to that? Your inner being and your guides are saying, keep your bright spirit, keep yourself laughing and enjoying. What do you do to laugh, Divya? One of the things that I do is I watch movies, funny movies. One of my favorite movies is Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. I cannot watch that movie without howling with laughter, even though I've seen it many times. I also like to watch news bloopers, when the poor news people make a mistake when they speak and everyone tries to cover up. It's funny for me to watch people try to hide their laughter when they're not supposed to laugh. Laughter is a great energy and it will guide you. Okay, Divya? So find things that make you laugh. Accept that you are on a journey to expansion. And as you understand your personality better, you will truly shine. Okay, Divya? Another quote that I was taught recently is that a sailor does not learn to sail on a quiet sea. A sailor learns to sail in a storm because life depends on it. Okay, so our challenges are not intended to hurt us. The challenges we face are not personal. Bad stuff happens across the board to everyone. Those who succeed are the ones who understand it's not the problem that's bothering you, it's your thinking about it. Okay, my friend? I'm so glad you're here today, Divya. Beautiful reading for you. Lisa, I'm glad you're here. Absolutely. Rakesh, reach out to me in WhatsApp and we'll talk about you becoming a moderator. And I know that Magnificent will facilitate and help you get aboard, and we'll give you all the information that you need for sure. Love that you want to work with me that way. You are welcome. All right, so I'm feeling that there's new people here right now, people you've never been here before. You've been listening and you're curious. So do add something that you like to do on a rainy day. I would absolutely love to read a card for you. There are storms going on all over the world right now, aren't there? There's political upheaval, there's physical storms, tornadoes, hurricanes. There's things that happen in life that we have no control over. And it's in those times we can really grow spiritually. Those of you who are new here today, it's Catherine at Fish Out of Water Tarot, and we're all about helping people get reconnected. So let's see. I'm going to draw a card for the collective. Sometimes I know people have told me that they're watching me from work and they can't really participate because I'm in their headset, but their work won't allow them to participate. So that might be you. So let's just do a reading for the collective here. And it's the Hanged Man. So somebody who's watching me feels hung out to dry. You may have just lost a position at work. You may have just had a breakup. There's been something that has happened that's shocked you. And it's so difficult that you're actually um, stunned. Okay, I'm just going to use my baby tarot here for the collective. Some stunning event has just interrupted your life. You're so shocked. What could this mean? Let's just draw a couple of clarity cards. And we have the King of Wands. What is this surprising event? What's going on here? Let me pull one more. Okay. All right. So if you're in a situation where there's just been some sort of change something that has broken your heart, something that was so shocking. The reality is that this is a very good opportunity. You may not see the opportunity, you may just be wrapped up in the pain of it, and everything in you wants to quit. Okay, the hanged man is a position of thinking things over, and it's also a it's a great card for taking a perspective that you never thought you would take. That there's something that happened right now that has been so radical that it has stunned you. And so you decided, I'm quitting, I'm done, I don't want this to happen again. And so you put yourself into this position of rest. The first thought I have for you is yoga. You definitely, if you are being drawn to yoga, you've been thinking about it, been haunted, like the spirit of yoga keeps knocking at the door, answer that call, because there's something about putting your body into certain postures that's going to unblock some energy for you. There is a great opportunity for manifestation right now. Even though something shocking has happened, the King of Rods is the master of manifestation. So even though you don't think like, well, how could this is a bad problem here? Whatever happened has put me upside down, but the universe is not looking at it that way. Some people are going to be very upset. They are. That's fine. That's their story, but the opportunity to use what's happening to your good is incredible. Eight of Pentacles is all about working at your craft. Whatever it is that you do, you can dig in and do it better. For example, if you're a tarot reader like I am, you could go and grab your favorite tarot book that's on your shelf that you haven't read yet and pick it up and open to any random page. Work on your skill. If you're an admin person and you want to work on your typing skills, your keyboarding skills, you can find something on YouTube that'll sharpen you. If you're a cook and you want to work on a certain type of new technique, do it. If you're an artist and you need to do that medium better, do it. Because right now, in the midst of this big upheaval, there's the opportunity to lean into the current skill set that you have. And then last, this Page of Swords. This is a powerful card. It's a messenger. I believe my voice is the message for you to simply take your mind and put it in the proper spot. Do not let your mind control this opportunity. Sure, it might be scary and it might be new. So what? You have so much inside of you that can bring out something grand out of this situation. Anytime an upheaval happens, anytime you find yourself in a situation you did not see coming, you need to rely on the fact that your angels and guides are there with you. You can't see them, but they are there. All right. So this reading, like I said, this is for somebody today who had something happen, something through you. It was something you did not expect, and it looked like bad news. And your guides are urgently wanting you to consider that there's a huge opportunity here. Don't miss it. So let me draw a divine door. Isn't it cool how you were just out there bopping around YouTube and you just happened to pop in for this reading? Hit the thumbs up if you know this is you. I know I have a lot of people that come in for like 3 seconds and leave, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate those of you who hang out and watch me read for a while. Okay, so here we have our divine door, and here's our cards. Let's take a look at it. So first, it looks like a keyhole, doesn't it? It looks like a keyhole. And so imagine that there's someone who's looking, peeking through the keyhole. And what do you see? A brand new path, a brand new path, a perfect finish for this little reading. Because the truth is, what you see as a disaster always opens to a brand new path. It's just the way it is. It's the way life is. There's something about the human spirit that will not let go of what's possible. Let's see what the blessing is. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin right here, right now. So important that with whatever has happened that's shaken you, whatever it is, accept it. It's just life. And then make this choice to use this time for your highest good. Okay. I think I want to do another one of those for the collective. So, you guys, anybody that's here right now, this is a reading for you. How do you maximize on whatever is the bad news, whatever it is that hit your life in the last couple of days? It could be somebody's health went downhill. It could be something political that happened. It could be you could have had a fire and your house might have been destroyed. What is it that has happened that has thrown you? And let's pull cards for you. Okay. This is for the collective, handling the storms of life. And we have this beautiful Three of Cups. I love that our guides so much because our guides do not sleep. They are constantly here, ready to advise us. So let's see what we have here. What is it that you have for us? And we have the Strength card. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has shown up for us earlier today. And we have Temperance. Okay. So this is such a gentle reading. So some people here who are watching me right now, you have a quiet awareness that everything works out. Okay, there's something about your personality, and chances are that there's people in your life that come to you. They crave your company when things aren't working out. There's something, I had one person say to me, I don't even know why I called you. It's the sound of your voice brings me peace. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't set any cards on fire because you guys know I did that one day. So, what we're seeing for you, my friend, is that yes, the thing that you're seeing as really bad news, you can't get away from it. Something has happened that has been life changing for you. And you have been through things in your life where you know this too shall pass and something good will come out of this. But even you, in your ability to maintain strength when other people fall apart, this particular challenge has really been hard. You need to depend on your community. This is no time for you to become depressed and separate yourself from your community. So whoever it is that loves you, let them know that you're hurting. It's okay. So many of the strongest people have a very difficult time reaching out for help. You don't have to tell the words of the problem. Just let the people know who love you. You know what? This is a tough day. Can you send energy? This is a hard day for me. Would you please reach out, send me a meme, send me something that makes me laugh? These are all very valid requests that you can make of your community. You do have the ability to take a scary situation and make it gentle in your own mind. The angels and guides are rushing your way. They don't want you to suffer through this transition. They're coming to you with an offer. So I would definitely ask your angels and guides for a sign today. Ask for a sign that reminds you how connected you are, and then keep your eye open. This temperance card's so important. It's like you're an alchemist and you're mixing together ingredients for inner peace. And in order to do that, you need to temper or manage your strong emotions. There's things that are going on right now that have tried to separate you from this soft, gentle person that you are. But the fact is, you don't need to do that. Your guides are helping you balance this out. See this path that just goes back and back all the way to the mountains. It's just a moment that you're feeling disoriented. Turn around, get on your path, and go to your guides and angels. Go to them like they're your best friends and ask them for the help that you're looking for. Okay, my friend? When you're going through something very difficult, you need your community. So don't back away from them. Now let's pick you a card, a divine door. There is always opportunity in chaos, my friends. Always opportunity in chaos. Let's take a look. Isn't that beautiful? I've never seen this card in the deck before. And what occurs, what I'm seeing here that's very apparent is see how the sun is creeping into the picture. I had to move the card, make sure it wasn't my natural sunlight, but the light is coming. So even though your situation feels dire or you feel like what good can come from this, the truth is good always comes in some form through any trauma. There's always good on the other side of it. Jude's song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest places. None stranger than the human heart, right? Being able to find peace of mind in spite of trauma, in spite of chaos, is one of the things about being human. Okay. Illuminated light. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Illuminated Leo light came to belong to my membership, and I am so grateful for you. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. So, enjoy reading almost anything on a rainy day. Seems like a treat to have some me time. Absolutely, I agree. And we've had quite a few people that like to cuddle in with a book during a rainy time. So, illuminated Leo, let me draw a card for you. Remember that all you need to do is tell me something that you enjoy on a rainy day, and I'm here for you to draw a card. And anyone who would like to have lots of cards drawn, I'm using 3 decks today. All you do is add that super chat and I can dig in more deeply. So, Leo, let's see what we have for you today. At the top of my page, I have the number 1313. So, those of you who are still here with me, be sure to do for a search for the meaning, the spiritual meaning of 1313. And I'm sure there'll be a blessing there for you. Lisa, I'm so sorry that you're having a hard day. It's a hard day for a lot of people today. So I'm here with you. The tool that I use on hard days is in the description box, and it's called the Worry Cure. So do take a look at the Worry Cure and just try it out. It tells you exactly how to use it, and it helps people detach from things that are difficult. So, Leo, what do we have here? Okay. So, my dear Leo, what I'm seeing here is that, okay, the guides urgently want you to take a look. There's something going on, and I don't sense this as like a huge problem. In fact, I'm kind of, when I looked at the card, I thought, it seems lightweight. There's something more of an annoyance than fury, more of a roll your eyes, like, oh, brother, some kind of inconvenience or irritation. Yeah, irritation. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, so Leo, I'm not quite sure what I'm feeling here, but I know that this card is all about self-imposed suffering. Okay, self-imposed suffering, which means something in your mind does not match the reality of what's going on. Okay, so a lot of times in my own life, when I go after a minor irritation, it's very fruitful because there's something in a minor irritation that holds a clue. I don't know, Leo, if you had a chance to see the ritual I did for the new moon. Check the membership tab, and that was really a cool little ritual. It's just 30 minutes, but I would recommend that you take a peek at it because my sense is that whatever this minor irritation is, I think it will be addressed in that reading, or excuse me, in that ritual. And what I'm seeing here, though, is this is like a pondering person, right? I always love to flip this card upside down because there is something that's on your mind. It's minor, but there's a sense of the desire to eliminate it. Like, what if this was gone? What would it mean? And the other side of you is just like feeling it as a big deal, that something that feels like a big deal, but it's not. All right. So, what we need here is a little bit of an audit, a self I don't know if I froze or if oh, I am still here. Okay. Okay, am I back? Still waiting. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that interruption. Um, see, that could be that just having that call come is kind of a sign, because it's a minor irritation. I had a call come in right when I was recording, and it's a minor irritation. It doesn't matter at all, so I even welcome it at the moment. But yeah, that sense of overthinking and making yourself uncomfortable. In the tarot deck, the illustration of the Eight of Swords, there's a figure surrounded by swords as if it's jail. The swords are our thoughts, but her feet are completely, they're not tied at all. It's just get up and walk out of it. So I would definitely use the worry cure, my friend Leo, because that worry cure is very, very good. I use it myself. That's why I created it, because I'm an overanalyzer. So when you catch yourself overthinking, just talk to yourself. Okay, cut it out. There you are, overthinking again. Cut it out and just talk to yourself, self coach, because you do have great energy. You do have the desire to maximize your experience here on earth, and you want to make the best of things. So do address this. It's like I said, I don't sense any major crisis or panic, but just kind of a waste of your energy being concerned. Also, I don't know if you've taken a peek at the Waking Up app, Leo. I can send you up a link that gives you a free month, and he's got a basic class on meditation, and it's changing me. I'm 72, just had my birthday on Monday, and in all these years and years of meditation, I've never had a teacher explain things to me so clearly about how to use my mind in a more fruitful way and help me step away from overthinking things. So if that's appealing to you, shoot me an email, and I'm happy to serve you in that way. Okay. Okay, my friends, that's it. I'm coming to the end of the readings today. Thank you so much for being with me. I love you so much. 1313 is at the top of my camera right now, and so be sure to look up the angel meaning of 1313. I think it will be a blessing for you. Before I release you, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and let me know that you enjoy this style reading, and I will definitely do this again. I do believe that our guides are waiting for us to ask. You are welcome, Kelly. Thank you for hanging out with me to the very end of the reading. I just have so much love and appreciation. Do think about membership on the channel. I've created a price point that's good for everyone, and I would love to gift you with some private work that I don't do for the general public. So, Bina, throw in our invitation link again one more time for joining the channel. And thank you, each and every one of you, for helping me out on a rainy day in Tennessee. I'm going to go get my cup of tea and my book, and I'm going to read at least a chapter because I deserve that time. Go forth and prosper, my dear friends, and I will see you tomorrow. You are welcome. Check out that ritual, would you, Leo? If you look at the membership column on my channel and just scroll back a little bit, I think that you will love it. Okay, you guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.